Hey Jennifer, how are you?
I'm good today. How are you?
Doing okay. Same day, different thing.
Yeah.
So I wanted to have this meeting today to kind of do like a little activity. I'll do it with you, of course. Do you by any chance know what a genogram is?
I've heard of it, but I'm not too familiar with it.
Well, basically, it's kind of like a family like tree. Like you map out like as far as you can,
Hmm.
and we're gonna review it. I'm gonna do the activity with you, like I said, because that way then we can both be more further engaged with it. And this way, it'll probably help me, or most likely help me make a better connection to like the things that you're going through, and so forth and so forth. I have a pen and I have a paper. It'll take about like 2 or 3 minutes to, write out your family tree, and then I'll do mine, and then we can discuss about it.
All right, sounds good.
All right. This winter is really catching up to us.
Hmm.
I'm still waiting to get my cold. I haven't been really dressing up winter appropriate yet.
I know. I feel like we missed over fall time.
Honestly, it just like it made it seem like it was so hot, and then it literally just dropped like instantly.
Yeah.
So my body's not used to this cold, so I'm getting a little sniffles here and there.
All right. I think I'm all done my genogram.
All right, and well, yours is more organized than mine is. Mine is all messy. So let's see what we got here. As we discussed, you have your mom, your dad, then there's you, your sister, and then uh, your two kids, Michael and Sarah. Is there any like other connections that you may have?
I did forget to add in Michael and Sarah's dad, but he's not really in the picture right now. But he is there on the family tree.
Right. Now, diving in a little bit deeper, is there any like certain issues, like any reasons why he's not in the picture, as I may know of?
He was abusive towards me and as well as Michael and Sarah. He would constantly be yelling at us, so we chose to not have him in our lives anymore.
So more of like a verbal abuse, no
Hmm.
physical abuse,
No,
never
he
put your
never,
hands on you.
no, never physically abused us, just always yelled at us.
All right, that's good to know. Just jot that down in my notes to add on to that. Uh, are there any like issues like mentally, like are there certain things that you notice in your sister or in your parents, like mentally wise?
Me and my sister do not get along, like I mentioned before. We
Mm-hmm.
just had a falling out and we haven't really talked to each other. But I would like to work on that relationship and try to make things better between us. But I haven't talked to her in a while. We're not really in each other's lives.
Does she live in like the general area? Did she move like somewhere
Um,
farther away?
she's like about an hour away. So she's like close, but not too close.
That's understandable. We all have like those miscommunications with their
Yeah.
siblings. I know mine never really get along with mine, so I
Hmm.
understand. I understand. All right, so I think that's a bit good enough information. Do you know anything about your grandparents at all?
Um, they are still alive, but they just aren't like as active in our lives as
Hmm.
we would want them. Like I still see them and I like still like go over there once in a while, but they're not as present as they should be.
And I assume do they still live in the same area if you
Hmm.
can?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. And that kind of sums up our little activity here. There is another one I'd like to try. It's called, I believe, an echogram.
Okay.
Basically, that one is you're kind of mapping out your social supports. This is a good activity because it'll possibly help you realize some that you don't even realize that you have. And you can also do ones that really aren't your social supports because this will also help you better understand like who's your top priority and like being your supports.
All
I'll
right.
obviously do this one with you as well. We can just use the back of the paper as well and take about like a minute to do that.
All right.
Any Thanksgiving plans?
Just gonna be my parents and my two kids this year.
That's good. I'll just be eating dinner with my wife.
I think I'm all done.
All right, so what do we have here? No, same thing, same thing. Describe me a little bit about your best friend. I don't think I've.
So we've been friends for a while now. We grew up with each other, and she's been through it all with me. Like she's been there at my highest, and she also has been with me through my lowest, and has been a really big support system. And I didn't realize I had her until like filling out this map. I didn't like realize like, oh, like I actually do have more people in my life besides just like my mom, my dad, and my 2 kids.
Do you guys still talk on a regular basis, or has it been a while since you two communicated?
We try to. I haven't been keeping up to date as much as I should, just because I've been dealing with a lot right now. So we still talk. We're just like not talking as much as we used to.
What's your best friend's name, if you don't mind me asking?
Brianna.
Brianna?
Hmm.
All right then. And I understand, sister, ex-boyfriend, those not much of support. That clearly, specifies when we did the Genogram activity. This is actually this, like I said, this is very good because it helps you notify that even though your best friend is not, you guys aren't really close at the moment, you still have somebody to be
Yeah.
there for you, and I'm pretty sure she feels the same way. Uh, Highly recommend you to probably like not talk a little bit more, but keep in touch. I'm pretty sure she probably feels the same way
Mhm.
and wants to get back into contact with you. But that was it for this activity, and had a great meeting, great activity. Hope I helped you learn a little bit more, and hope you have a good day.
Thank you.